So as anticipated, Jasmy ended up hitting almost 0.019. If you saw my video yesterday, I said my next buy zones are the 0.022, I believe, or 21, and I said 0.019. Let's check it out. So my video yesterday, I said first level 0.022. When I made the video yesterday, we were actually at 0.025, and I've been telling you guys if we break the 618 level, which is 0.026, 0.027, then we're gonna go down to 0.022. If you've been with me and you acknowledge this, make sure you drop a like, would always appreciate that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel yet. And my second level was 0.019. So I ended up buying more crypto and more Jasmy at these levels. We're gonna talk about where I think it could go next. And also I'm gonna show you Bitcoin because I just updated the Patreon, even the free members. So make sure you join the links out down below. It's totally free. I give a lot of free content to Patreon members, even in the free tier every single week. So make sure you become a part of the community. But then my third level, if this happens, guys, is 0.012. And I'm gonna tell you how this will happen depending what Bitcoin does next. Now I shared this chart with Patreon members this morning. And what's really important is you gotta understand this white line right here. This is the 21 EMA. And we're looking at a weekly time frame right here. And I wanna show you guys one alarming thing that just happened is we actually crossed down. We closed above it on a weekly. Actually, give me 1 second, let me see. So we actually haven't closed above on the weekly yet because today is Friday. The week closes on Sunday. So if we can't get above this, then we could see more downside. Let me tell you why. Last time this happened, let's actually go back here for Bitcoin. When we closed above the weekly, this was May 2020, or below, excuse me, May 2021, we ended up for weeks for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For the next 2 months, we were trading below it, okay? 2 months. So where are we at right now? Well, we're kind of doing the same thing. So could the next 2 months also trade below it? But then what happened after that? We got back above it, and then we climbed higher again for Bitcoin. Now, do I think that's gonna happen this time? No, I think it's different this time. But I also wanna show you another concerning thing because you wanna be aware of it. When we got below it again right here, came down, tested it, we could not really break above it, and then the bear market started. Is that gonna happen for Bitcoin now? Is the top actually in? Well, that's gonna tell us a lot what's gonna happen for Jasmy. Now, let's look at some positive things. When Bitcoin actually got back above the 21 EMA, it started its bull trend. You can see these yellow arrows right here that I drew for you. It actually dipped down right here, got right back above it, and then it started to move higher. Okay, again right there. But right now, we're closing below it. So it is kind of concerning when you think about it. But the other thing that I wanna say that is positive, I think Bitcoin will turn around here very soon. And I think Bitcoin will start its next rally all the way up to over $100,000. Is the stochastic is at a very low point right now. Every time the stochastic is at a low point, it tends to turn. And when looking at this, plus the stochastic, plus the RSI, which is being very, very oversold right now, Bitcoin looks very good to me. So honestly, guys, I actually bought some Bitcoin also, just to be more safe. You know, I'm all about altcoins, but I wanna keep a little bit of Bitcoin. I wanna make sure I have a good portfolio where I'm winning at the end of the day. You know, I don't wanna throw it all into one coin. I have done that with Jasmy when we bought at 0.005 and 0.006, and that turned out great for us. But I do want to start to use Bitcoin also part of my portfolio just to make sure that we're making the right moves. So after looking at this, guys, my analysis is I do think we're going to consolidate potentially like this, okay? So we might have time. You don't need to rush into it unless we make a massive move up above the 21 EMA again within this next week or 2 weeks. I think this would probably play out where, you know, altcoins are going to consolidate, and then maybe a month or 2 months from now, we have the next leg up. Again, that's only if we don't get back above the 21 EMA very fast. If this is a massive fake out, and get this, if we close this weekly candle above the 21 EMA, then this would have been the buying opportunity for altcoins and Bitcoin. And hopefully you guys bought the dip on Jasmy because I've been walking you through it. And right now Jasmy's at 21.25. So we've been talking about Jasmy. You can see right here, buy levels, these yellow lines that I drew for you. We've touched both these targets. So let me know down below if you ended up buying in this area. Right now we're at 21.21. Again, the stochastic very low, the RSI on a weekly time frames being very oversold. So guys, everything's just selling off right now. You have to really think, where do I think crypto is going in the next 6 months? Do I think this was the top? If this was the top, then on the next pump, do me a favor. If you think it's the top, sell, take your profit or whatever you have and walk away forever. If you don't think this is the top for Jasmy, then these are buying opportunities, these levels. Now, if Bitcoin does what I said it was gonna do and we don't get back above the 21 EMA and we actually keep breaking down, then best believe this is gonna happen next. So I will tell you this, my next buying zone, I've actually changed this. If Jasmy does break down a little more, my next buying zone would be $0.015. The reason $0.015, because there is a ton of support right in this area. Before we get to the 1-2 level, which is based off Fibonacci, so right above a penny, this could continue to break down and we could hold $0.015, right? Because there's a lot of support. So right now, I mean, any of these prices is a good buy, in my opinion. Of course, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is just a good buying zone for Jasmy, right? Let me know if you agree with me down below. Let me know if you have a different opinion down below. Would truly appreciate that, because ultimately, guys, we're gonna eventually consolidate, and then I believe we're gonna make the next leg higher for Jasmy, for Bitcoin, for all these cryptos. I mean, it's just too much going on. You think about the Bitcoin ETFs, you think about baby boomer money, these IRAs rolling into these ETFs. People are buying up Bitcoin right now. So when I think about what's happened in previous cycles, this happens all the time before the next massive rally. Also elections this year. So at the end of the day, who freaking knows, right? But I just gotta use things like this and things like I showed you on the Bitcoin chart to understand, well, where's crypto moving next? And can I buy now and can I hold at least for 6 months? If I need the money today, then I'm not gonna buy crypto, right? We gotta be smart about this. But guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts out down below. Let me know if you bought the dip on Jasmy, and I hope you have a great Friday.